Hey, what's going on today? Welcome to another segment of Next Evolution Athletics Q&A. So, I had an interesting question from a client, and this is actually kind of a fun answer because this is one of the things I do with a lot of my clientele. Um, the question was roughly paraphrased. They were like, "How do I have weak areas? How do I add more volume to my weak areas uh, in my workouts?" When I feel my workouts already long and I'm pretty tired at the end of them. So there's a couple different ways to do this. I'm going to talk about, a couple different ways. One of the things that I do is I tack it on at the end of the workout. So say you have a big bench workout and you're doing a lot of benching, and then you do your accessory work like your triceps and your upper back and stuff like that. But you have a weak neck and you need more neck work. Well, maybe we'll add neck work at the end. Maybe we'll add it at the beginning and start of the warm up. We're just adding a little thing here and there. It doesn't really affect your workout too much. It doesn't take too much time. But you can tack it on at the beginning or the end. Nothing too wild or crazy. Nothing's going to super taxing. But you're just putting more volume to weak areas. The problem people run into with that is they find that their workout's already long, already pressed for time. They just don't have the time to stay at the gym any longer. So one of the things I get my clientele to do is what I call the 100 rep challenge. So we identify their weak areas. It could be triceps, could be upper back, could be hips, could be hamstrings, could be stuff like that. Could just be squatting. And it could be the leg strength. It just whatever their weak area is. And we do 100 reps a day. Now, I'm not talking like 100 reps of a 225-pound squat and you squat like 250. I'm talking, maybe you do hamstring curls and glute bridges. Okay, maybe you have weak hips and weak hamstrings. So we just do a set of two sets of 25 or one set of 50 hamstring curls, two sets of 25, one set of 50 glute bridges, or kettlebell swings, or whatever. It could be face pulls, it could be tricep extensions. We just pick on one or two areas that we feel we need to have more structure and more development in. And then we do that every day, 7 days a week. And the volume in that 100 reps, once you're fit enough, it doesn't affect your other lifts. And you shouldn't be selecting exercises that completely exhaust you and ruin your next lifts. They should challenge you, they should create stimulation, but they shouldn't end your workout day because you're like, I'm smoked, I can't do this anymore. Like, you shouldn't be doing 100 reps of 135-pound benches because you want to improve your bench press. It's not a good idea. It's a major lift. I'm talking about small, isolated movements that you just build up over time. Okay. It doesn't really affect your main lifting. It definitely shouldn't affect your main lifting. And it doesn't take much time. It's like 5, maybe 10 minutes, depending on the movements you select. And what people don't realize is that the reps over time add up. You just get stronger in those areas. You see a lot of people that sit in chairs all the time. Everything is hunched over and slouched forward and pulled together. And the reason why that is, they spend so much time in a chair, on a computer, on their phone. Everything is being pulled this way. It's just a long-term repetition of always being hunched over and pulled over. The way to counterbalance that is to do the polar opposite. Build up the posterior chain more, and you just do that by adding reps in. You will definitely see a huge difference over time. And really, I mean, everyone thinks, oh, 100 reps is a lot of reps. For a small muscle group or a movement that's really weak, it's not. And if you can do 100 reps a week, 100 reps a day, 700 reps a week, at the end of the year, you've got 36,400 reps for the year. Probably not going to be a super weak area. You'll have to find other areas. And it doesn't affect your workout. It doesn't take too much time in your day. But it does positively impact your lifting and life, which is super important for long-term athletic development and long-term health. So it's those tiny little things like that. Maybe you have to do 100 crunches. I would change the exercises up frequently. So one day you're doing 100 crunches, straight crunches. Then you do 50 side crunches. Then you could do 50 bicycle crunches. Then you do back extensions. Like there's just a ton of different ways to do it. If it's triceps, maybe you do 4 sets of 25 with different position push-ups. Or again, you have to have a lot of skill with the push-up to do that one. Maybe you do a single arm tricep extension, double arm tricep extension. Maybe you do it with a rope and pull apart. Maybe you do an underhand grip. You know, for rowing, you do a row like this. The next day you row like this. The next day you row like this. And you can do a rotating row. Then you do a single arm row. There's lots of variants you want to play with. You want to change the exercise enough frequently, but still add volume to that lift. And just slowly, over time, let it build up. Makes a huge difference. Especially from what I've noticed in a lot of people, you can't do enough posterior chain work. We're a very anterior dominant society. Everything is pulled forward. We're always more likely to be sitting than standing. We're more likely to be walking straight than walking lateral or backwards, or even rotating for that matter. So we just take ourselves out of those regular patterns that we're in all the time and just add movement into patterns that we aren't in all the time. It helps long-term, makes a huge difference. And a lot of my clients that do it see a really, really, really great positive benefit from it. So that's how you add a little more volume into your workouts when you just don't have the time. 100 reps, or you just tack it on at the end. Again, something simple. I do a lot of neck work with my athletes because you gotta have a strong neck for athletics. It helps reduce concussions. It helps prevent any kind of shoulder injuries. If you have a stronger neck, you can take a bigger hit. So, and especially for my keyboard warriors, your head is always pulled forward. You've got to pull it back. You've got to rotate it around. You've got to develop all the muscles of the back and neck. There's a lot of scientific benefits from it for increased neural drive, to less joint pain, to it's all kinds of benefits from it. More energy, feeling more awake. There's a lot of really cool stuff. But it's not a hard thing to do to add 5 minutes of work on before or after the workout. If you think it's going to affect your workout, you add on at the end. If it's going to prime your workout, you put it at the beginning. Okay? I hope that helps. Hope you enjoyed this. If you like what you hear and you have more questions and comments, please fire away. Love doing this stuff. Other than that, have a great day, guys. Keep getting your strong on. I'll catch you later.